Hey everyone! So today is day 7 of the October YouTube Pagan Vlog Challenge. And it's day 7 is darkness. And because I've focused so much on my mom for this month, I wanted to use that to share, I guess. My mom's death is a form of darkness for me, like inside me, and it festered for a while, and that darkness kind of just like, I don't know, it's hard to explain like how it feels inside me. Like, it's not an emptiness. Like, people talk about how death leaves you with this emptiness, and I do think I felt that a little bit, but I got angry with her for drinking and driving, you know? I got angry with her for not caring enough to keep herself safe. And I think that's where a lot of the darkness came from, is that anger. And I had to process through it. And I think we all have our own darkness inside that we have to deal with. And I'm not talking about the kind of darkness like bad people kind of darkness. I'm talking about those demons that are inside of us that we have to deal with and contend with every single day. Those are the darkness that I want to focus on, because that's the kind of darkness that people don't talk about. You know, you don't talk about your darker side. I know that I've watched videos about doing like your shadow self and stuff like that, and working on shadow work, and I'm not completely sure what that is yet. I'm learning. I'm still learning things. And at some point I may look into actually completing some shadow work on myself. Right now, I don't think I'm that interested. Like, I know myself well enough to know that there are some things that I don't really want to revisit. It bothers me a little bit to revisit it. And I feel like I have given myself, like, not necessarily like a benefit of the doubt, but like an acknowledgement that this stuff exists for me inside. I have this darkness. I have these demons. They are real. Some of them I can contend with. Some of them, you know, I can't. The darkness from my mom is one that I've always struggled with. I have an entire journal, like, just for her, and I completed it a few years ago, actually. I completed it, and I haven't written any more to her. And I don't know if I'm going to start again. But I'm a journal person, by the way. I like journals, and I'm a writer too, but that's where today's stuff is going to come from, is me working through my mom's stuff. And I got a poem published when, oh gosh, this was a while ago. I think this was in like 2013 or 2012 or something like that. And it's about my mom, and the site has since gone down, so it took me forever to find this poem because I couldn't find the book. Okay, here is something interesting. I told you guys I wanted to do an ancestor altar on my mother, right? Can you think, I can't find anything that has to do with my mom. I have an entire tub of my mom's stuff, like her Bible stuff and cards that people gave her, gifts, pictures. I have an actual like scrapbook I made when I was in college after she died, just for the girls, so that they can, you know, learn about their grandmother. Sorry, I'm doing this one-handed and holding onto this because I'm not in my normal spot over there where I can just set my phone up. Anyways, I can't find any of it. I have ripped my office apart since day before yesterday, looking for this stuff. I did manage to find a couple of pictures, but I just can't find the stuff that I was looking for. And I don't really know why that is, but like, I can't even find my poetry books that has to do with her. And so I'm struggling with that. So I had to like go online and go on my computer and like do some serious hardcore research, because that was a long time ago. And that's when I found out that the site that had published this poem does not exist anymore. And so then I started looking at my computer. I was like, oh, please say it's on here, because I have gone through computer after computer after computer since 2012, and I just didn't want to lose all the stuff that I have, and I'm hoping that I find my book of poems. There's a lot of things in it that I don't want to lose. I don't always want to necessarily revisit all of them. I have, my darkness and my demons, yes, they're mom related, and they're also other things related, like molestation and rape and stuff like that. And I wrote poetry to work through all of that, and that's where all my darkness comes in. And I was wanting to share a lot of that with you, but I just can't find the materials to make that happen. So apparently I'm not supposed to right now. And the only thing I could find regarding to my mother, other than pictures, was the poem that I had gotten published. It's called Whiskey Kisses. Now, if you haven't watched my other videos, my mother was an alcoholic, and she died drinking and driving 17 years ago. July 5th, actually. So I'm going to read this poem to you. It's really short. I can't promise that I won't have any emotions, but I'll try not to have any emotions, okay? Like reading it myself, I don't, like just to myself, I don't have a lot of emotion. Like I kind of just let it be. So here's my poem, Whiskey Kisses, about my mom, and it's a part of my darkness and something that I'm still struggling with, and a demon that I have to live with inside me and work with to come to terms with a lot of things that have to do with my mother. So here it is. Contained by the bottle, your hand gripped fierce, stuck drowning yourself, like the worm dead inside the honey-colored, half-empty jar. The comfort of a familiar stench, stale beer, still calms me. Your arms wrapped around me once, a hug. You asked, swayed, and fell. I stumbled with you in every sip of Fader. I imagine the bloody steering wheel, your drunken judgment. I remember your half-smile glued to a motionless, cold form. I know your soul is my mother, the bearer of whiskey kisses. Your pictures are leftovers I devour with tears. Thanks for listening.